Big clash this Sunday against Brisbane at Etihad Stadium. Some very welcome inclusions, but a couple of young boys haven't quite got up.
Yeah, look, obviously disappointed to lose two in a row, so we're keen to bounce back and have a good win against Brisbane. Brisbane in terrific form against Carlton, and then beating Port Adelaide with some really good football. So it'll be a big game, a tough game, and I think everyone is involved with the 2001 Grand Final, so there's a little bit of angst towards Brisbane, so it's a little bit of rivalry there. Obviously, over the last few years, the clubs haven't been in, up the top of the ladder, but we're both hoping to get up there. But yes, this week, bringing in Chapman, Cooney, Fantasia, obviously Carlisle, and that Edwards is 4-5 big inclusions, particularly the three senior guys who have played a lot of footy, so they'll all probably slot into our forward line, which will make it a bit more experienced than last week. I think last week our most experienced player in the forward line was Travis Collier at 52 games, so to have some more experience there I think really helps. Unfortunately for Kyle Langford, he knocked to his leg and won't come up. And also for Jason Ashby, he hurt his shoulder and won't be able to get up for the game. So a couple of young guys out and some experience in.
The backline's been pretty settled all season, and so it is again for this week. Brisbane's small forwards were dangerous last week. What's the focus been with the back six this week?
Yeah, it's a different look for us, playing a smaller forward line. I think that most sides going with 2.5 to 3 talls. I'm not sure how you have a half tall, but sort of hopefully people know what I mean. But this week, Brisbane, obviously, their small forwards are very dangerous and did very well against Port Adelaide, particularly in those forward stoppages and getting Port Adelaide up the ground and beating them back to goal. So we've got to be mindful of that. We are going to play our tall forwards and stick with Fletch and Hurls and Hooker. So we think they've done a good job, and our highest score against this year has been 93 points, which was last week, and our defence has held up well. So we'll back them in, and hopefully they'll do the job.
Adam Cooney's named in the midfield, but he has kicked goals. He did so against Sydney in the opening game of the season, and Travis Collier's probably provided that goal-kicking mid option for you in Adam's absence. Is that what you'll be looking for from Cooney again this week?
Yeah, Adam will play a varied role, forward and in the middle, as will Chappie. He'll play forward and in the middle. So the two experienced guys give us a contest around the middle of the ground, but also going forward kick a goal. So you've got to watch them. If you don't watch them, they can get away from you, and that's what we want. But obviously they need to put the defensive pressure on our forward line and help keep the ball in there as well.
How's Jake Carlisle been on the track this week after missing last week?
He's been out of control, really. Yeah, he's been like a little kid running around, so that's good. He's got his energy back and his neck's fine. And it was pretty scary last Wednesday, I think it was, when he went off. And you take for granted what players go through, but when you get a player like Jake carried off on a stretcher and you're not sure how his neck is, it's scary for everyone. So we're very fortunate. He's made a very good comeback, and we're thankful. And he's ready to play some good football this week.
So 7 on the bench at the moment. That'll be culled back to 4 tomorrow. What can you tell us about Fantasia, who's just had a little taste of senior footy, and Sean Edwards, who hasn't played for Essendon but has played some footy for GWS?
Yeah, well, firstly with Sean, he's been very good in the VFL the last 3 weeks, and whether he stays on the interchange bench or not, we'll decide that tomorrow after training. But he deserves his spot in the 25 this week, and a forward who played all the NAB Cup games for us, very dangerous forward, and is just learning that defensive part of his game as well. But been exciting for us. And then Arazzio's been emergency. I think this is his 3rd week in a row. He's sort of been part of the mix. So we want to get him in the team, but we'll just look whether it's this week or in the next few weeks.
So another big game this week. So kids get in for free, so very important for supporters to be aware of that. Good luck, Rd8, and to you and the boys.
Yeah, thanks very much. And every Essendon supporter who's in town, please come along. We need all the support we can get.